Here's the transcript with the timestamps and chapter markers removed. Let me start with the most surprising thing I've learned in over 20 years of working as a relationship psychologist. Most men think they know exactly what women want, and most men are wrong. Not because they're bad partners, not because they don't care, but because nobody ever sat them down and explained it clearly. There's no manual for this. No one taught you. And honestly, most women don't even say it out loud, even when they feel it deeply. I'm Dr. Claire Dawson, and I've spent more than 2 decades working with couples right here in Canada. From Vancouver to Halifax, from young newlyweds to people in their 60 seconds and 70 seconds who've been together for 40 years and still feel like strangers in the same bed. I've sat across from thousands of men who genuinely wanted to do better, to be better, but simply didn't know how to reach their partner anymore. Today, I'm going to change that for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 7 specific places on a woman's body, places that go far beyond the physical, places that, when touched with respect, unlock something emotional, something deep. And I'm going to tell you right now, most of you will be surprised because none of these 7 places are what you're probably thinking. Here's the thing I want you to understand before we get into it. The female brain doesn't separate physical touch from emotional meaning. For a woman, especially a woman in her 40 seconds, 50 seconds, or 60 seconds, touch is never just touch. Every time you reach out and make contact, her nervous system is asking a question. Is this safe? Does he see me? Does he care? If the answer is yes, her whole body relaxes. She opens up. She moves toward you. If the answer is no, or even just, I'm not sure, she pulls back. Not because she doesn't love you, but because her body is doing what it was designed to do, protect her emotional self first. One of my clients, I'll call her Patricia, 58 years old and married for 31 years, told me something I'll never forget. Claire, I don't need him to be perfect. I just need him to slow down long enough to actually feel me. Not just touch me, feel me. That sentence right there is the whole lesson. So let's get into it. The first place is the back of the neck, right at the base of the hairline. This spot is one of the most underappreciated areas on a woman's body. Most men walk right past it. But this is where tension lives. This is where stress settles after a long day of carrying the weight of work, family, worry, and responsibility. What I want you to do is simple, not aggressively, not like a massage that says, let me fix you, just the lightest touch, 2 or 3 fingertips, slow, no pressure, just warmth and presence. The second place is the soft skin between the shoulder blades. Think of this spot as her shield. It's the part of her back she can't easily reach herself. It's the part that carries invisible weight. Just placing your hand there, flat, warm, still, with no agenda, communicates something powerful. I've got you. I'm here. You don't have to carry this alone. The third place is the hands, specifically the fingers and the palm. There's a difference between grabbing someone's hand and actually holding it. Take her hand and slowly trace your thumb across her palm or along her fingers one by one. No rush, no destination. This kind of deliberate touch communicates attention, care, and emotional presence in a way words often cannot. The fourth place is the small hollow just below the jawline and behind the ear. It's subtle, easy to miss, and that's exactly why it's so powerful. This area is highly sensitive and usually touched only when there's genuine closeness and trust. When you're sitting together, gently brushing your fingertips along this area can communicate, I notice you. I'm paying attention. Many women describe this type of touch as making them feel truly seen. The fifth place is the inner thigh near the knee, not higher, not with an agenda, just the soft area near the knee. A respectful, unhurried touch here communicates closeness without pressure and affection without expectation. Many women describe it as deeply intimate because it says, I want to be close to you. I'm not rushing you. I'm simply here. The sixth place is the lower back, the hollow between the waist and the hips. When you place your hand gently on a woman's lower back, especially while standing close behind her, it often creates a feeling of support, stability, and reassurance. It silently communicates, I'm behind you. You can lean on me. The seventh and final place is the lower abdomen. This is often overlooked entirely. Most men either skip over it or only touch it while moving towards something else. But a warm hand placed gently and respectfully on the lower abdomen can communicate trust, care, and emotional safety. Not because of technique, not because of strategy, because of presence. Now let me pull all of this together. The back of the neck, the space between the shoulder blades, the hands, the hollow behind the ear, the inner thigh near the knee, the lower back, the lower abdomen. None of these are secret. None of them are complicated. But most people never use them with the patience, intention, and emotional awareness they deserve. As relationships grow longer, many couples stop reaching out, not because they've stopped caring, but because routine takes over. Women often feel that absence long before they talk about it, not because their partner isn't there, but because the language of physical presence slowly disappears. The problem in most long-term relationships isn't a lack of love, it's a lack of language, not spoken language, the language of touch, slow, unhurried, genuine, the kind of touch that says, I see you, I'm here, you matter to me. Women, especially women in midlife and beyond, don't respond to urgency. They respond to attention. They respond to being noticed. They respond to a hand that moves as though it has all the time in the world. Because being with her is the destination, not the starting point. Start small. Place your hand on the back of her neck. Hold her hand slowly and deliberately. Rest your hand on her lower back. Don't expect anything. Just be present. Because the touch that asks for nothing often says the most. And sometimes a warm hand communicates more than 1,000 well-meaning words ever could. Take care of each other. If you're willing to slow down, show up, and let your actions communicate what your words sometimes can't, it's never too late to strengthen the connection between you. If you want, I can also clean up the grammar repetitions and turn this into a polished YouTube narration script.